Order 66 was the devastating command that plunged the galaxy into chaos and destroyed majority of the Jedi Order. And despite being a catastrophic event for the Jedi, over the past few years it's been revealed that many more Jedi survived than maybe that we first thought. And although a good amount of survivors will have been hunted down in the subsequent purge, there were still many survivors from this as well. But why exactly was this, and how did so many Jedi fall through the cracks of Sidious's master plan? So firstly, we need to recognise the obvious, and that is that logistically it was a nightmare. The Jedi were not concentrated in one place, they were spread across the galaxy on numerous fronts. For this reason, a fair amount of Jedi may have been on their own. Some may have been warmed by a disturbance in the Force by the ensuing massacre. And sure, a lot of them were at the temple, but an operation to be carried out galaxy-wide, effectively and all at once, just realistically would never work that well. Ultimately, even the clones could not guarantee a clean operation. There will have been slip-ups. The clones, at the end of the day, did not expect Order 66 to come through, and although the inhibitor chip guaranteed compliance, there will have still been, to some extent, some level of hesitation as we saw. The clones were not prepared, and for this reason, as we saw someone like Yoda, for example, that one moment that they let the Jedi clock what was happening was all the Jedi needed to get the jump on them and escape. We should also consider that many Jedi didn't fully trust the Republic towards the end of the Clone Wars. They didn't trust the Senator, they didn't trust the clones by proxy, they didn't trust the Republic. The Jedi knew their vision had been clouded by the dark side, and for this reason, they may have been somewhat on edge. They may have been nervous by the end of the war, and for this reason, to an extent, they may have been ready for the unexpected. So, as you can tell, there's quite a lot of reasons why the odd few Jedi may have escaped. Despite this, though, there is one other pretty big reason why Order 66 did not go off without a hitch. And that is because Palpatine, the Republic, the clones, and even Anakin were all kinda clueless about the bigger picture of the Jedi. Now, as we see the Jedi in media, they may appear to be a pretty transparent group. However, this is not really the case. The Council answers to themselves on basically every single policy that they make, and everything that went on within the temple, as well as whatever the Jedi communicated across the galaxy. So, the Republic didn't really know too much about the Jedi. This is one of the reasons why it was plausible to many senators that the Jedi would try to take power, because they were, to an extent, quite a secretive organisation. Ultimately, the Senate and Palpatine had very little input on the Jedi's operations outside of the war effort. The day-to-day was very much up to the Council. We need to remember, the Jedi Order is an old one, and for this reason, they often prepared for many different scenarios. It's likely some Jedi developed their own plans on how they would escape the Republic if things went south, and the Council more than definitely had plans to keep certain secrets a secret even if the Order were to fall. It was, to an extent, a little bit naive of Palpatine to think that just because the Jedi were there, and just because they were loyal to the Republic and fought alongside the clones, that they didn't have other things working in the background. Despite this, maybe that's why Anakin was seen as such a good asset. Now, speaking about Anakin, let's consider him for a second. He was a Jedi, and he even had a seat on the Council for a very short period of time. So he must have been aware of a decent amount of the Jedi's plans and how he could counter them. And this is true to an extent. It's one of the reasons why he and the 501st were such proficient Jedi killers, because they had this inside knowledge that very few others did. However, the Jedi did not share all of their secrets freely across the Order. Take the Grand Inquisitor, for example. He was furious at the Jedi as he was kept out of much secret data that he wanted access to. This was actually one of the reasons he ended up turning to the dark side. And Anakin was likely the same. We know Windu, for example, a very highly respected member of the Council, had a lot of trust issues here, and realistically I'd imagine a lot of the Jedi were a little bit hesitant to allow someone such as him in on all of these secrets, especially considering how close he'd been to the Chancellor. Ultimately, I don't really think Anakin would have paid that much attention even if he did have access. He was, after all, incredibly busy during the Clone Wars. He was more obsessed with winning the war, becoming a master, and finding his future with Padme, instead of some long thought out contingency orders that were probably never going to happen in his mind. The main thing that we do need to remember here is that the Jedi Order is incredibly old, and nothing survives that long without having a good amount of contingency orders, without exercising quite a lot of caution. And I think that the more we learn about the survivors of Order 66 is actually a great example of this. It's expecting the unexpected, if you will. It didn't matter how unlikely it was that the Republic would ever turn on the Jedi, that something would kill majority of the Jedi in the galaxy, but the fact that the Jedi did have a plan for it makes quite a lot of sense to me. But what do you guys think? Why did so many Jedi manage to slip away? Is it simple neglect by the Empire? Ineptitude by the clones? Or were the Jedi just far more prepared than we first thought? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please remember to like, share, and sub, as it is really appreciated and it helps the channel grow. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at The Lore Guy and tick the bell to get regular updates. I do quickly want to apologise again. Videos are coming out very slowly at the moment, but thank you for bearing with me. Most importantly, though, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you next time.